know, it's an absolute travesty that here today I have to address the appalling things said about my character. And to even address these things is an absolute disservice to my opponent, the Black Maverick, and to the whole of WrestleMania itself and the main event. To even address these comments here today. But I can't let things go unsaid from myself. I will always speak my mind on things that need to be talked about. The things that need to be talked about today, apparently, are coming from people that always seem to question my character. Because apparently, those questions they always seem to ask, they can't seek out and go to answer for themselves. Okay, so let's address a couple things first. Apparently, I'm a selective champion. Okay, Nate. You know what? Let's look back in the past. Let's take a look into the past. Because apparently you love talking about the past. How the league was so great before I came into it, right? I'm a selective champion. So let's hear some anecdotes of me being a fighting champion. Because that's not what you want to hear, right? Okay. Let's go back to me being at Juan's house versus Cliff for the first ever world title match that I've ever competed for in this league. Okay. For some reason or another, after I won that match, by the way, let's peel back the curtain a little bit. I indeed did win that match. I beat the hell out of Cliff, okay? I have a lot of respect for Cliff, but that's just objectively true. So, guess what happened after the match? Apparently, the Wi-Fi decided to cut out. This was all just the beginning of the corruption that only Juan and Nate are trying to lay down the seeds for in this league, and they're trying to have the corruption grow and grow until I can't deny it anymore, but I'm going to keep talking about it. I will never accept the corruption in this league. So guess what? I laid out an open challenge to anyone who wanted one, but apparently the Wi-Fi had cut out so nobody could see it. Okay, let's just forget about that example then. Okay. Let's fast forward to the next event. I beat Cliff once and for all, destroyed him. Okay. Guess what a fighting champion like me did? I decided I'll still put my belt up on the line at the end of the night in a fatal four-way. And guess what happened? The person who actually won the match, pre-match, I don't know if y'all remember this, apparently the commissioners want to look past it. They don't want to acknowledge it. But I never forget. The same person who won that fatal four-way actually told me if they won that match, they would give me a rematch immediately, right after the match had ended. And they couldn't even look me in the eye to give me the courtesy of a rematch. And Juan, you are the one that allowed this to happen. And to this day, you will allow shit like this to happen. You see, because that's the type of man you are, Juan. Okay. So there's an example of me being a fighter champion. Let's fast forward to every single event current day. Every time I show up to a league event, guess what happens? I put my title up on the line whether or not anybody asks for a match. And just because nobody accepts doesn't mean I never offered, and doesn't mean I was not willing. Because apparently, according to Nate, I'm a selective champion. Okay, you love to use the word selective, right? I'll give you a selection. I'm gonna make a selection for you right now that I suggest to you, Nate. How about you hop on the 23 game, you know what I'm saying? When you have free time, of course. You know, I'm not telling you to do it now. You know, but when you have that free time, of course, when you're not playing Elden Ring, when you're not watching stupid AI matches, when you're not actually working on stupid characters that nobody gives a damn about, because you want to keep talking about how I need to stoop down to your level? No. So I'm going to give you a selection right now. How about, instead of doing all that stupid stuff, you actually make a selection on the main menu of the game and you select a tutorial. I know. Crazy thing to understand, right? It's a crazy concept that you can actually play a tutorial, a simple, easy tutorial that actually informs you and teaches you how to play the new engine. What a revolutionary discovery, huh? I mean, unbelievable, am I right? But you know, enough of that. So apparently, according to Juan, I also have no honor. You want to question my character? I have no honor. I have no integrity? Is that what you're saying, Juan? You know, coming from a man who loves to give out handouts and loves to cater to the people who don't even give themselves a chance, don't even play a tutorial, you expect me to give them the chances? I'm not giving out any free handouts anymore. Because I've refused to give handouts, free handouts, and I've never received anything in return, nor do I expect anything in return. But I do expect the respect that I earned and the credit that I've earned for 2 damn years. So you can say I'm whining, you can say I'm complaining, but I don't care, especially when it's coming from men like yourself. Because especially coming from one who apparently says I have no honor. It's crazy to think that I have no honor, but yet you and your little commissioner by your side think y'all actually deserve to call yourself a champion if the AI wins the belt for you? Where's the honor in that, Juan? Do you have no self-respect? Do you have no self-dignity for yourself? Because, as a matter of fact, you've only ever dishonored this league by the way you cater. And by the way, you try to make things easy for people who have never, ever done anything to deserve anything anyways. They haven't earned anything, Juan. You love to give out those free handouts. And you're also dishonoring this league by introducing this stupid AI title that not only me, because for some reason you like to make me the odd man out. I am not the odd man out, but I will not name names. If you were an actual fair and honest commissioner, you would know that there's a few other names in this league that do not give a damn about no AI title because it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. So for you to hold the distinction, for you to hand out the distinction of who has honor and who doesn't, means absolutely nothing from a man who has no honor himself. You know, so when it comes to certain challenges, when it comes to Justin tonight at 9 p.m., you know what? I will step up to the plate and I'm going to knock it out of the park. And yet again, I don't expect to receive any cheers from the crowd because y'all don't mean anything to me anymore. Y'all don't mean nothing. Y'all sit in the crowd and you're going to watch what happens because whether or not you like it, I'm the Intercontinental Champion. And after WrestleMania, I'm also going to be double champion. And speaking of WrestleMania, Juan, you wanted to say some things. I don't know if you misspoke, but don't ever misspeak about this again. You said, no matter what happens at WrestleMania, whoever is world champion and Intercontinental Champion, at the end of the night, there's going to be a title versus title match. Who in the hell are you to say that? Who are you to take that from me and the Black Maverick? That's between family. That's a family thing. Don't you ever get in the family business again, nor get in the main event business again, because God knows, and I know, the honest truth is, Juan, you will never be a main eventer. So as long as I'm in this league, so don't think that you can make a decision whether or not there's going to be a double champion match at the end of the night, because guess what? Me and Black Maverick brought up that idea, because that was intended to be the best versus the best. Imagine an Elimination Chamber. Instead of Brock Lesnar winning the chamber. It was Austin Theory. We had Austin Theory at Roman Reigns. WrestleMania 38, title for title. God mode himself, Roman Reigns versus Austin Theory. It means absolutely nothing if both title holders are not on the same level. If both title holders are not Titans. That's why I have a response to the Black Maverick. The Conqueror himself is what he likes to call it. So he wanted to bring the light. He wanted to bring something that was behind closed doors, between family, to the surface. So let's bring it all to the surface then. You want to talk about La Cosa Nostra. Okay. Well, here's the thing about La Cosa Nostra. We always care about honor. That's why I respect the Black Maverick to actually face him in a title versus title match, because he's the only one that I can say actually has honor in this league, like myself, and deservedly so. So as a response to your title match at WrestleMania, title versus title, if you so happen to beat whoever's world champion at the time, I will indeed be putting this up on the line in the main event of WrestleMania against the Black Maverick. Because it's more than just that. And by the way, Juan, don't ever say some stupid stuff again by saying there's going to be a world champion match, title versus title at the end of the night, because I'm not putting my title on the line against anybody else. Nobody else has earned it. Nobody else has deserved it. So guess what? At WrestleMania, it's going to be more about just the best versus the best. It's going to be just more about who's going to become the double champion at the end of the night. Because we all know it's going to be me. But also, it's about family. It's about who is the best to lead La Cosa Nostra into the future. And we're going to find out officially at WrestleMania, because I aim to make history, and I aim to not only become the Don of La Cosa Nostra, but I aim to become the Don of the league itself. And since a few of y'all love to ask questions so much and love talking about questions that apparently you can't answer for yourself, here's an answer for you. At WrestleMania, title versus title, the best versus the best. We're gonna find out who the Don really is. And the answer to your question, and at the end of the night, the only thing that we're gonna be hearing that's gonna reign supreme until the end of time, and that announcement will be, and your winner is Matt Cass.